Yo, check the mic 1 2. This is the Legion sound. When streetlights dim and no mercy can be found, we roll in silence, thick like chimney haze. Shadow smokers move through midnight's darkest maze. We ain't no club, nah, this a lifetime feat. Gotta stay hungry, built for loyalty. Talk strategy, leverage, move the pieces tight. Network squeezes while the enemies take flight.
We own the hours when the honest close their eyes. Secret handshakes under moonlit sky.
New blood, step correct. Are you ready for the test? Wanna rock with the best? Put that hustle in your chest. Smoke is cold, we don't break. Bend or run from night's first breath till we see the sun. If you
got that fire, if you got that grit, sign.
Hey guys, Tony the Story Sass, and welcome to Saturday's Smokers Panel Live. Yes. So, while I'm taking prepare everything here, my wife gave me one of these things. I think she got it from McDonald's. She's like, all right, make sure to put this socks on. So, I will be doing the stream with socks on. That's what it looks like. Sock. McDonald's, you're giving out weird stuff now. You're giving out socks, McDonald's. All right. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. A busy Saturday. I don't know. Every time I go out, it's always busy, I guess. No matter what time I go out. Okay. Also, I hope everybody enjoy opening. The opening. I don't know how long that opening has played, but I've been adding songs to the waiting screen. And it will be played at random. Okay, so the opening is played at random on different songs. All the songs we have license to play. So if you heard a familiar tune, we got the license for it as of yesterday. As of yesterday, we got the license to play Maker's Anthem. Pretty penny, but totally worth it, okay? Because I've been using that song for 6 years, maybe 7. And I think it's about time we go legit play that song. And I'm gonna play that song to death, okay? Because that sounds good, so. So there's still like copyright strike even though I got the license and in paper on writing on agreement, and so I've been trying to fight that. It's stupid. So YouTube and whatever that you're claiming, we got the license. Okay. Hey Joey, hopefully you're having fun. Looks like you're already round 3, if not round 4. All right, have fun over there. So today I am gonna try to smoke this giant, my father, blue, and see how this one differ from the smaller size. Because I smoked the smaller size before. This one's huge. This one's huge. All right. So we'll do that while wait for people. Wait for people. Okay. Yeah. But hey, if you guys like the song, let me know. What I can do is I can post the song as a music video or something, and then you guys can go listen to it whenever you feel like it, because we own them. All right, so we can do that. But let me know you guys like it, so it's worth it, and I'll put it together. Okay. So we'll do that. So what we'll do is I'll put that, render it as a music thing. Aside from Maker's Anthem, the original author already posted that. You can just go listen to his. We have the license to play it, but there's no point to repost it, right? But the Shadow Smokes Legion one, we can make another sound file for it. Oh, smoking the Davidoff Ear of the Horse. I'm gonna wait until I get all the horse, because it's not Ear of the Horse yet. So it's not Ear of the Horse yet, so I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that. I'll try to light this up as evenly as possible, because this quarter is huge. All right. Wow, what's that noise?
Sorry, my heater. I'm trying to warm up.
Here we go.
Yeah, I have my heater full blast. I'm trying to warm the car up a little bit.
What are you having today?
I had the Mustafa gave me one of those Dia de los Muertos cigars. Made with tobacco.
Oh, okay. Oof. So yeah, I said here we go. Pretty cool. That's a pretty cool band. So the reason this episode is called this episode we're celebrating, because of that.
What are we celebrating?
Huh?
I missed it. What are we celebrating?
All right. So let me ask you this. All right. Martin, whenever you watch my video, what song do you what song do you hear?
Every single day.
So as of last night, I bought the license for it.
I saw that. I saw the video.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Hell
what.
yeah.
So today is the only day. It's the first day where you heard that entire song played through. The entire song. Not cut, not nothing. It's a whole, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of song that was playing.
Nice.
So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like that was a great accomplishment. So I don't know if anyone tried to ever buy license of a song.
No.
It is the right thing to do, but it's really dumb. Especially nowadays, right? Everything out online is like grab and use. I've been using that song for like 5-6 years, if not 7. So I figure. And here's the thing, right? The reason that I started doing that, I started to find the guy to talk to, is because another company started claim copyright for it, but they don't have the right for it. That's the thing. So one company decide, okay, so this is what happens. When you have a YouTube, you play a music, and the YouTube automatically matches that to another person who have the same file, same sound
Right.
file. And what happened is you'll automatically generate this content ID, and then it will give you a copyright strike, right? Or copyright warning, claim. And then it's automatic. So the other side didn't even claim it, right? So it makes sense. All right, fine. I dispute. And when I dispute, the other side always, right? When I dispute, no matter what the reason is, they always decline the reason. So you'll continue to be copyright strike. So, and whenever I appeal, it goes through. So I have to dispute and then appeal for it to go away. And it will take weeks. It will take a couple of weeks for that to go through. Okay.
Yep.
So far, I think I did 200 of those.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, I did 200 of those. I'm like, I had enough of this bullshit. Because people have never done it. You don't understand. You had to go in there and fill out your information. You got to type it in. You can't just auto-fill. It doesn't work, okay? You have to type it in. And then you got to type in the reason. You got to type in what type it is. You got to type all that information. You got to type it in. I type it in so much, I had a template, a copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. But you got to do it 200 times.
Yep.
And I was like, we got 600 plus videos here that use that song.
Yep.
So, and then I had, I had to do it 200 times too, because it's dispute, appeal. Okay, dispute, appeal. So I just had it. I was like, you know what? I need to just make this legit, right? And my wife is like, yeah, spend some money, get the headache away. You don't need that headache. So I went and I find the original file. I find the guy to talk to. At first, I look at all the comments. It seems like people reach him but never respond. Because there were a few people asked, like, how much did it cost to use your video and use your music and all that stuff. And there was no response. So I was like, that is maybe not, right? But I still, just like type it in, and I was like, send it out, and have his email and stuff like that, and try it out. And then I think that took a week and a half to respond. So I was like, yes. I was screaming. I was like, oh my God. My wife was like, what the hell? I was like, yes, he responded. And then, I was like, what did it take for me to non-exclusively use the music? Exclusive means only I can use it. Nobody else can. Right? But he's a DJ, so he needs to use that. So he can't. That wouldn't work out so well. So it's non-exclusive. Right? Just let me use this music. Now, YouTube, whatever online platform now I want to use. Yeah, sure. And then here's the price. I was like, here you go. I like right when he said here's the price, I'm like, paid.
Nice.
And then I spent about 2 hours last night doing all the dispute again for the rest of them. I think there was 82 of them last night. And instead of doing that, I have license and then pasting the information. They still have to go to the other side, which is stupid. And it's probably got to come back to me and say, upload your license agreement. And I have to do that 82 times tomorrow or whenever he comes back. So it's a good system, but it's a dumb system because the YouTube doesn't really know who really owns it, and whoever gets it is gonna go, hey, it's free copyright. Why not? I'm just gonna sit here with it, right? And they don't respond every day. They respond once in a while, and I'm surprised that they went through all that to respond, because I would think that once you have enough false claim, they stop you. But there's like 200 of those already. So how many do you need before you realize that wasn't right? I think that's gonna be like the whole thing. But then now I'm gonna keep doing it and keep uploading the license until that stops. So every time you guys watch the show, I got 4 songs right now that's in rotation that plays in the opening. So you gotta hear 4 different songs. Of one of them, Rick is on the MTV. It's kind of cute. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna add more songs. Eventually, I'm thinking eventually we'll just have a playlist of like Legion songs. You know, because I think it's been so many years where I go like, hey, can somebody make a song for us? Can somebody make a song for us? And it's been like that. And as right now, you know, I have like 1,500, 1,600 AI points to make songs. So I'm just gonna go make songs after songs after song. I just have AI write the lyrics. So every day I'll go to the AI and ask, tell me about Shadow Smokers Legion. And they will say a bunch of things, right? And then I will say, write me a song. And without editing, I just copy and paste. Like Rick saw me doing the same thing. I made a song for Rick. Just like, tell me about this person, write me a song. That's it. So all the lyric that you hear from the song is not edited. I don't edit them. I just copy and paste into another system that puts them into singing. All right, and then I can it's 5 points a song, so 5 credit a song. So I can make 200 something songs. So eventually we'll have a list.
Yep.
So every day, AI song, AI. Okay, some of the song just sounds ridiculous because we try to put like Eminem style, whatever. It come out sound like Mexican music. Or you think I'm kidding? It really sound like Mexican music. So I can't, like mariachi kind of music. It's weird. Once I record a clip, I'm making that intro we talked about. Yeah, okay. But did you edit the one that I gave you yet? The smaller one that people want to hear that whole version of that song.
Yeah,
and I still have not released the full version of that song. And that's because it was still
AI
in the...
too? Like, what's up with that?
Say that again?
Is that video AI too? Like, what's up with that?
Portion of it is AI, portion of it is not. It's like mixture of all things. So in order for AI to act a certain way, you have to feed them some real stuff. So you feed them some real stuff, it will try to use that as a reference and try to make something. So some of the stuff makes sense, some stuff don't make sense. But I think just look at those things as entertainment. Do not look at it as like, you know, because nobody's trying to be the next K-pop or bot, you know, Gangnam Style. No, it's not. So it's just for fun, right? But it's generated by AI. That one clip of video cost me $40.
Damn.
Yeah. So AI does spend a lot of money to generate stuff from nothing. And that cost me $40 to generate that one video you saw. Which means I'm not doing it again. All right. I didn't know it was going to cost that much to do one short 3-minute videos. It's like 3 minutes, something second. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, or something like that. I didn't know it was going to cost that much to make video. I thought it was going to be like, hey, $10 or or something like that, or $20. And it turned out to be $30 and $40. Because every time I add more credit, it will generate to a certain point and stops and says you don't have enough points. I was like, so finally I got to a point where it generates majority of it. It leaves about 10 seconds or so empty. And then I was like, all right, I've done majority of the job. Rick, go fix it. Because these still need to be fixed and synced. So when you see somebody do like those AI videos, it's a lot of time, a lot of effort and stuff. But what do I have right now? I have time. So
Yep.
you know, this cigar is better in this size. It has more flavor, more woodiness, more sweetness, more the Honduras flavor in here. The skinny one doesn't have that much of the woodiness. That's sweet. It has more pepper. This one has pepper, but you can actually taste that wood. Not bad. So here's a few things. As you guys can see over here, that is the new raffle prize. It's actually a throw. And just to give you guys like idea how big the throw is hanging down the wall. So that's how big the throw is. It will cover half your body for sure.
Yep.
Unless you have a tripod, then you won't cover quarter of your body. But if you don't, this will cover majority of your body. And yeah, I made a few. I'm keeping 2 for myself. So I have 2 to give out. Actually, I'll keep 3 for myself, 2 to give out. So 2 of them will be raffle price. Well, actually, no. 2 or 3 will be raffle price. Reason being, you can use it as backdrop. You can use it, you can use whatever you want, right? So you can use it as cigar bib.
Are they warm?
Say what?
Are they warm?
Warm?
Yeah.
That depends what you say is warm, because I haven't put on there where I say I'm cold. I haven't done that yet. So I would think majority of these kind of Sherpa-ish blanket or throw is warm. So the only way is you guys go give it a try. I don't know. I have not tried it. I haven't got cold enough where you're like, oh my god, I haven't done that yet. All right, so I think it is warm. I touch it. I like how soft it is. It's about this thick. So is there a blanket where you put it on where you're not warm?
Yeah, if you buy like just a cheap Walmart throw, they're not warm.
Okay, here's the thing. Some towels or throw, when you put it on, they're so thin, air goes through.
Yeah.
This thing, the air doesn't go through. Huh?
I said, yeah, I have one here in my car when it gets cold. And I take
this thing, air doesn't go through. All right, so air doesn't go through. There.
Yeah, I have like a little.
Oh, this is thicker than that.
This is super thin.
That's thicker than that, and it's not woven like that, so it's actually thicker. It does not go through like that.
So I use that to take naps in the car.
I was about to say, that just means that you actually had to sleep in your car. So that's one of them. You guys saw the video with me showing the new ashtray and the new humidor. It's here.
Yep.
So I think I'll give like 3 or 4 ashtrays out maybe, and then we'll give 1 humidor out or 2. Depends on how many people playing. We don't have a lot of people playing the ticket right now, but I know some people like to buy like near last minute. So I will see how much people are playing, and then we can decide how many humidor I actually give out for free. Right? Like I said, if you live in the States, I will handle the shipping. If you're outside the States, like 48 continuous states, you gotta pay your own shipping. I'm not paying your shipping. You can come and pick it up. You can have me send it to your friend, but I am not shipping out of the country because it's expensive. I shipped 2 out of the country before. It cost me $250.
Ooh, boy.
So imagine how much I had to pay to get 20 in. Twice. With tariffs. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun. Okay. So, what's new today?
Nothing
Other than remind everybody, because I think we're supposed to have some sort of smoke today, like some sort of smoke together today, but I forgot what it is.
I don't know.
I don't even remember on Wednesday. But since we don't have it, it is what it is. We'll hang out, we'll just talk about things. So we have those. We have coasters, keychain, stickers, lapel pins, some old challenge coins. I'm trying to think what else is over there. I can see the box, but like I'm trying to like see this and down. And like there's no way. I can't remember. That's okay. We'll have a few small stuff. We'll have a few big stuff. Oh, I have a couple more cups to give out, which I think I showed it to you guys last episode. Cups. I think that. Oh, I have a couple more lighters. I have a couple more lighters I can give out. So it depends on how many players we have. I might be able to give out lighters as well. I really wish we make more of this. The cutter. Because I realize I use this cutter more than ever. Okay, guys. I know everybody, as you smoke long enough, you don't really need a perfect cutter to help you out. Right? You smoke enough, you just automatically put your hands there and just cut. You don't even look at it anymore, right? Majority of the cigars have enough cap for you to, all right? So I know majority of you just don't think about it, cut, and then just start smoking. I know that, okay? But what I realize that there are sometimes as you get older, all right, and you are in a studio where the lights are not this bright. It's actually less than half this bright. It's very cool. It's got the vibe, all right? It's got the juice going on. And you try to cut your cap, you all of a sudden realize that entire cigar is black. And you can't see shit. You can't even tell the difference between your finger and the cigar.
That's bad.
That's when you go, that's really dark. And you're too lazy to get up, but you have one of these, you cap it out and cut. You don't give a shit, and it works. So there is a benefit for these kind of cutters when you are in like a dark like bar or like, especially, okay, when I was smoking on the cruise ship, the location that I'm smoking at night, they turned the lights off. So they had a fact light going on, the front party is going on. But where I'm sitting has no light. All right. What I'm talking about is like I have my humidor box. I open it up. I can't see it. I can't see a thing. I know I open it up, but you can't see a thing because it's all dark. They use this really dark blue light. So you can see your hands and stuff in shadows, but you can't see what it is. Cutting your cigar on that light is next to impossible. Okay, it's next to impossible. Literally, I was holding my cutter, and it wasn't this cutter. I was holding my cutter, and I was putting my finger at the cap like this. And then I put the cutter over and have my finger on the blade. And then I move up and down until I feel like it's about right. And then I let go of my finger and cut. Okay, that's how I ended up cutting because I couldn't see. And I ended up cutting 3 times. Because the first time when I cut through, literally cut nothing. All right. Second time, I just chopped it just a little bit. And third time, I cut it fine. But you realize that if I had one of these on my hands, I would go, cut. I don't care. It would be done. It will be done, right? You just push it all the way down and cut. And if you don't think that's enough, push it all the way down again and cut.
Again, yeah, second cut.
So I think it's very useful. And I wish I had more of these because at one point we did give these out as a raffle gift too. Until we don't have any more. So now I kind of miss these things. I kind of miss these things. Unfortunately, the one that's in V cut, I don't think there's enough room to do the thing because I'll do some V cuts. That'll be pretty cool. V cut, you can never fuck it up. You can't ever fuck it up in V cut. You put it down there, you cut, and that's it. Cap. It's on there still. It just have a groove. All right? V-cut, you can't screw it up. Maybe that's what I'm looking into in a few years. And then maybe we'll make some of those. I don't know. Because I think a lot of people... Because these things, right? Cutters and lighters and stuff like that, they will worn out. They will go away. They will have damages and stuff like that. Eventually just go away, right? And you got to replace it. And I'm at a point where I don't have to replace it, but I think that one day I would, and it's good to have a few. Um,
I mean, my V cutter lasted me 3 years. I use that thing all the time.
mhm. I think like when I say replace, it's like, all right, let's say this is the one I always bring with me, and for some reason it's like, you know, I wish I can bring something else with me. I'll leave this at home because I got a little bit of attachment to it. Like, you know, I've been using it for so long, I don't want to lose this. Then you put this down at home and you get another one to replace it. I don't know. I get attached to some of my lighters and stuff like that. Like, I'd rather lose a new one than an old one sometimes. Even though the new one might cost more or whatever.
Yeah.
So I have that problem. I don't know if anybody else does have that problem. I do. So when I want to replace it, I'll put the old one at home that I usually use, and I'll bring the one that's new to use. Take some damages. So yeah. I actually like how it is right now, guys. I have so much ashtray in my house right now. I'm talking about lifetime worth of ashtray. I can open 2 lounges, no problem. Okay. And I have it all in that storage now. And yesterday, when I was filming that video with you guys, to show you guys the ashtray and the humidor, I just go to my back and just take it out of the wall. One, I'll take this one over here, go to the wall outside and put it down. I was like, damn, that's how it feels like. That's how it feels like. You have a lifetime storage of something. You just go in there. I'm gonna grab one today. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out, toss the box out. There you go. I have one ashtray on the side.
Yep.
So literally, the ashtray I took out, I never put it back. I just put it to the side, use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I put it to the side, use it. And guess what? The next one, I take it out. I'm just gonna put it and use it. It's ashtray. I can put it everywhere. Right now, my whole house is this ashtray. I have lifetime of ashtray right now. And it starts to have this cohesiveness, meaning majority of my places has the same ashtray except few. On a 2 small table, I have 2 small random ashtray there. Different look. One is the demo unit. So I have when you make something, you make different version of something until you get there. I have one that's like before it looks like this, it would look like that. And I have one of them there. I have one of the stone one over there. I don't know why I put it there, but it's small. And upstairs, I have this on the outside. I have another one that's different on the outside. So different places, I'll use different ones just because at the time. And I think as over time, eventually, the whole entire place will have the same. And what I will do is I'll just put the old one as display. Hey, Fabian. With that being said, what's everybody smoking today?
I feel like I'm
What's
smoking
everybody
this so fast, man.
Your cigar goes pretty fast today.
Golly.
What's everybody smoking today?
Halfway done.
Like today, I'm looking at a cigar again. I'll try to figure out what I want to buy. I continue to see a lot about the DTT sampler pack for the winter, where they have like a whole thing with one of each DTT cigars or something like that.
Okay.
But that didn't attract me as well. I saw Fox Cigar had a new Chimole Fox Cigar at Fox Cigar, and that was interesting. But I think it's the same stuff, right? Just different name. I mean, like 4 Fox Cigar.
What's this new cigar that CD has?
The new cigar CD had?
Yeah.
The one for Steve Saka?
Is this Steve Saka?
He made one with Agonosa Leaf, and he made one with Steve Saka recently.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I think it is. Hold on.
It's like
Cigars Daily.
weird name.
Weird day.
Weird name.
Oh. So Agonosa Rare Cuts.
No.
That was the CD one. All right. And the other one is called.
It's like a burro chulo, some shit.
Hey,
Leche,
don't expect me to be able to pronounce that.
burro leche or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Leche Buddha.
Leche burra. The
Leche
fuck is
Buddha.
that? Means nothing.
Is it? Does that mean nothing?
Milk jackass.
Huh?
Milk jackass.
I think that's what it is.
Jackass milk.
I think it's goat milk or something like that.
Then that's baka. No, that's cow.
Let's see if he explain. I think he explained it at one time. That's San Andres Negro. San Andres Negro Cautivo Toro, Brazilian Matapina, and the blend is out of four leaf Nicaraguan. So floral. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Let me see. Can I? Milk candy. It's donkey milk.
Donkey milk.
Donkey milk.
Leche de
Spanish
burro.
for donkey milk. It refers to a popular Nicaraguan milk candy.
Leche de burro.
It's just leche pura. One word.
Leche de burro. Leche de burro.
No, it's leche pura. There's no de pura in there. It's leche pura, donkey's milk. That's what it says on Google.
Whatever. I'm not Nicaraguan.
It's Spanish.
I'm not Nicaraguan.
Anyways, it refers to a candy called the donkey milk.
Okay.
There you go. So that's one of the new ones. That's one of the new ones.
Jackass milk.
Yeah. Donkey milk.
Jackass milk.
La Aroma de Cuba had a small batch. Sister and Stick has a bunch of stuck cigars. Rocky Patel has 30th anniversary. Asylum has that giant megalophobia.
Right.
200. It's $250. Holy shit for that 2 sticks.
I saw the video on Instagram of them wrapping it up. Fucking massive.
I don't see why anybody needs to smoke that. Unless you fuck up.
It's just the Americans that want to be doing stupid shit.
I know. I think this is perfect, like mafia punishment. Like instead of cutting down a pinky, it's like you ought to smoke this whole thing for.
Dude, that's a fucking cigar for Shaq. For Shaq to hold and not look like he's smoking a little bitty piece of shit cigar.
True. When Shaq holds that, it's like, hey, that feels like something in my pants. All right, and yeah, that's the most new cigars out there for those. Is there any other new cigars? No, not really. Some people ask me like, how many year the horse I'm gonna get? I'm not gonna get much. It really had to interest me enough. I mean, I bought the Placencia one and the Davidoff one out of continuation because I get them. That's all. Like when it's like once you watch one episode of Power Ranger, you're gonna watch the entire season of Power Ranger. It's kind of like that, right? So I bought many years of Davidoff, so I end up having to buy all of them. And Placencia is kind of the same. Crownhead released the TAA. Davidoff late hour is gonna have a bellicoso, tiny, medium size thing. It costs more than the regular ones.
Yeah, I saw that.
The other one that's kind of interests me is the Agranosa Leaf Aoki group collaboration. Only because the name Aoki. Aoki means blue tree. But it's somebody's last name, so. Anything with a Japanese vibe into it, I kind of like it, so. I kind of like that.
666?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I know some people are like superstitious about 666, but it just happened to be 666. What are you gonna do?
All right. I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah, it's numbers. It's just numbers. Right? It's just numbers.
Yep.
Oh, I am thinking to get that new ST DuPont lighter.
Okay.
It's a table lighter that looks like line 2, but it's a press button. It's like this big. And it has 2 flame on it. One is flat jet flame, so it's flat. And the other one is soft flame. So it's a dual flame table lighter.
All right.
And I think it's actually not too bad. You know, and you have something like that big at home. You don't have to worry about your guests taking it home because it's huge. And it's a ST DuPont. So you can like, hey, I got an ST DuPont. And you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for it because it's $700. You know how weird that is? You buy something like this tiny, is almost $2,000.
Right.
And then you buy something that's
Bigger.
twice the size and it's $700.
Yeah.
How did that work?
It's crazy.
It makes you kind of think like, hey, maybe I overpaid.
Yep.
Well, it started to get bitter a little bit.
Same.
You know, maybe I overpaid, but $700 in theory, in a way, is actually not that much. Think about that. It's $2 of good cigars.
Yeah.
But you're buying metal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does anybody ever think about that? Like, when you're buying stuff, you think about the item that's buy out of. Like, when my wife goes out buy clothes, she'll be like, "This shirt is $300." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she tried to justify it. She'll be like, "Let me see. Oh, it's 100% cotton."
Yeah.
You know, like, it's really good argument nowadays because everything is like 50% blend or something like that.
Right.
But remember back in my day, in the 90s, everything's cotton.
Yeah.
Everything is cotton in the 90s. So it's like, I remember those things cost like $50 at most. But now $300 for cotton. But I do the same thing. Right? I'm looking at something that today, I'm like, look at this lighter. It's $10, right? And then you give me this lighter, it's like, oh, this is $50. I'm like, but it's metal. It's metal. It's a natural resource that cannot be, has a finite amount in this world. Think about that. It has, like plastic, you can make as many as you want, it's synthetic, right? But metal has to be harvested. You have to dig. You have to heat it up. And you have to go through many, many processes to get you here. Think about that. Doesn't that deserve a little bit more money? Because there's a finite amount. You cannot grow metal. You can't grow these. Cigars, you can grow them. Plastic, you can create them. But metal,
You can grow cotton.
you can definitely grow cotton. But cotton isn't that soft.
No, it's not.
Right? Those people think that cotton is soft. No. Cotton is actually not that soft. Cotton can be as smooth as you can get. Like you can have a lot of weave to make it really smooth. But cotton is not soft.
Right.
So for some reason, nylon softer than the cotton. Spandex, super stretchy and soft. All right? So what I want to do for my basement is eventually go find a company that makes like fire retardant carpet,
Okay.
which I haven't found any. For those people who have ever walked into my room, like you haven't, I have areas where I drop an ash and it went through my rug. It just burns. And it's like, well, Tony, will you pick it up? Why didn't you just pick it up? Well, that thing's hot enough to burn my floor.
Yeah.
So I had to let it finish burning before I picked it up. But these rugs, they're not cotton. They're like half cotton, half nylon, half whatever. So when you burn it, it shrivels. It goes in there. It's plastic. So you don't want to touch it. Once you touch it, it goes on the finger. It sticks on your finger. It burns. So I had to let it burn through. So now what I want to do is actually get something that doesn't do that when you drop ash. Because I drop ash all the time. Just look at Martin. He drop ash every episode. So
Yep.
I need something that where I drop ash, it doesn't do that, and have a custom print on it. Now the question is, do I print that logo on the back or the OG logo on the back? What do I print on? Right? First of all, where I'm gonna find that kind of stuff that's not plastic, because you can have plastic, kind of like the bar mat kind of plastic, and they are kind of fireproof. That's fine, but they're not comfortable at all. So the next option is obviously not Persian rug. That thing is gonna burn in like 2 seconds and cost about 3 mortgages. But if you guys have experience of someone's like area rug, area mat is good, let me know. Let me know. My wife actually just went to buy a custom rug for upstairs in the living room. It's really tiny, and I thought that she just bought a rug. She told me she bought a rug, like, you know, an area rug. I was like, okay, fine. And I was like, didn't you buy an area rug? It's been 3 weeks, still not here. She's like, yeah, it's custom made, so I had to wait three weeks for them to make it. I was like, what did you buy? And she showed me this print on it. That looks like something that you can get from AliExpress. I swear to God. It looks like something from like AliExpress, like a random generic print. It's like a sakura tree. Right? I looked at it, I was like, tell me you just ordered this for like $20 on AliExpress. She spent $480 something plus shipping to buy that rug. I was like, is it too late to return it? For area rug, where I know it's gonna be ruined. The reason why I had to change it is because I don't know if anybody ever wash your rugs, area rugs. I don't, because I can never fit into a washing machine. I don't know how people do it. Like when people say, hey, this thing's machine washable. Have you tried to fit it into a washing machine? It's not machine washable. I can never fit it into a machine. All right. So whatever.
Just stick on the wall and then smack them.
So whatever we have is that you use it until it's dirty and throw it away. So I know that one is gonna sit on the table, and 1 week later it's gonna be full of ketchup, full of mustard, full of like ranch sauce, full of like blue cheese, full of dog shit, dog pee, dog whatever. And she spent $400 something. And she goes, that way you don't have to buy an area rug. You can just bring this one down to your basement. I said, have you seen the condition of that rug? I'd rather have no rug. I'd rather have no rug. So yeah, rough. I know it's holiday season. Everybody likes to spend money, right? You know, today I was sitting over there. I wasn't gonna go out at all. I was like, you know, I'm tired. I've been doing cleaning. I've been doing lifting yesterday. I moved like, you know, 9 boxes of heavy lifting from the front yard all the way to my basement. I had to move all that stuff, just put it together. I'm tired. I'm just laying over there. She's like, and she went to the mall in the morning. Right, she went to the mall in the morning. I was watching TV. She came back with some lunch. I ate some lunch. She's like, let's go out. I said, go out where? She's like, we can go to the mall if you want. I said, you just went to the mall. What you got to do in the mall? She's like, you never know. There's some new things. I was like, good. There's always new things. But do you have new money? You were just at the mall. So in the end, we actually didn't go to the mall. But she dragged me to Tarjay.
Mm.
And this is
Yep.
where people on Discord saw me taking the picture because I want to cut Tarjay. I have nothing to buy. So I went over to the side and I bought a bunch of distilled water. So I bought 15 gallons of distilled water. 15 gallons. I don't know how many people like use distilled water at home other than your humidor. I use a lot of distilled water. Do you guys use distilled water at home?
Yeah, for some things.
What do you use distilled water for other than the humidor?
My steamer.
Your steamer?
Yeah.
Humidifier, you mean?
No, my steamer. I use it to steam my clothes.
Oh, actually, that makes sense because if you ever had iron, when it blows out air, it's like white stuff, powder comes out. It's because you don't use distilled water.
Right.
Why would you use distilled water for your ice machine? All right, guys.
I mean, there's no chlorine in it.
Guys, don't drink distilled water. You could die drinking distilled water.
There's no vitamins in it.
Huh?
There's no vitamins in it.
Yeah. It washes away your trace mineral. So your body can process water and you can actually drown. Drown being on land. You can drown being on land. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. There's marathon runners that drink water the whole way, and then at the end she drowned while running. You can drown. Don't ever like distilled water should have labels on it, and if you look at it, it says don't drink this. So don't use it for your ice machine. Don't use it to make ice. Don't use it to make ice because you're not supposed to drink distilled water. Distilled water has nothing in there. It'll actually dilute whatever you have in your body. Yeah. It makes beautiful ice, I'm pretty sure, because there's no mineral in there. It makes beautiful, clear ice. I'm pretty sure. But it's not meant to do that. So when you gotta make beautiful, clean ice, you want to have the water settle. So you leave your water in a bucket for a couple days and only use the top portion of the water. You'll have clear ice. But don't use distilled water. You can't boil. Some people like to use boil water. It doesn't work. Boil water still have trace mineral and impurities in there. You're not gonna make clean ice. But the top portion of ice is always gonna be clear if you let it sit. Okay. They do make ice maker. Yeah, you put in the freezer, which is a bucket. And the bucket, you sink the ball thing on the top, and the bucket has more water in the bottom. So only use the top portion of the ice, and the ice comes out crystal clear. And there's still a little bit of water in the bottom because that's where all the impurity settles down to. And you'll make clear ice. But you're wasting water because the bottom is just dirty water you don't want to drink.
So why is there mold in some ice machines?
Why is there mold in some ice machine? Because you didn't clean it.
Is that the only reason?
So what happened is, when you run the ice machines, right? It's cold. It's never hot, right? It's cold. So water goes through the cold water, and then water has bacteria and all that crap in there. And as it continues to go, it builds. Eventually, built to a certain level, it sits in the corner of certain parts, like the plastic part of it. And that, because it's moist and it's not warm and it's nothing to it, it always feeds it more water. That's why it molds, because you didn't clean it. So when you have machines that use any water at all, like humidifier, ice machine, whatever machine that uses flowing water, including a coffee machine, if you don't clean enough, you'll see the corner where it settles, it starts to turn pink. Those are the same area that can mold if you don't dry out, because that's where the bacteria sits. So those red thing is actually bacteria. And in fact, if you use it long enough, you see like it becomes threads. like clear threads and stuff. It's kind of nasty. You do have to descale. Every machine that uses liquid needs to be distilled. Hey, Richard.
What up?
So every machine that uses water needs to be cleaned once a week, and then it needs to be descaled. So your coffee machine, if you don't, you're drinking nasty mold coffee. Believe it or not, it's dry. Yes, it's dried, but mold can grow in it.
Yep.
Imagine you feed it warm, hot coffee grounds every time, and you don't clean it. It just keep feeding it a lot of energy in there.
That's gross.
Yeah, air is full of mold spores, so everywhere can grow mold. Everywhere can have mold. Anywhere air touches can grow mold, as long as you're giving the correct environment. So when I run humidifier, I run it to completely dry. I don't keep fill water. I'll fill it or run it to completely dry, and I'll clean it before I add more. Because when it has bacteria, you're breathing that in. Getting pop up and breathe that in. So Hyman Garcia, yes, they're actually pretty good. The Hyman Garcia cigars are pretty good. Yes, it's Hyman. I'm pretty sure it's Hyman. Not some people could pronounce it Jaiman.
It's
That sounds like some part of the body.
Jaime.
Jaime Garcia.
You're learning, Tony.
It's unfortunate. I think if you smoke enough cigars, you still start to pronounce certain things some way where you had to question. I saw somebody's named Julio. But here's the thing. You think automatically I'm going to pronounce that Julio, right? Right? If you say somebody's Julio, you pronounce Julio. Right?
Yeah, Julio.
That guy is white. As white as you got to get. And his name is Julio.
Then it's Julian.
It's Julio.
It's Julian.
It's Julio. His name is Julio. I was like, is it Julio or Julio? Nope, Julio. I've seen people spell their name Jose.
Jose?
It's Jose, right? But he pronounced his name Jose. He's like, I know he's gonna pronounce Jose, but it's actually pronounced Jose. His name is Jose.
Fucking raccoon just ran across the street.
You get to a point where you're not sure what to pronounce.
Yeah, it's like my name. It's pronounced or it's spelled Martin.
You know,
yeah.
When I first met you, I pronounced Martin too.
Yeah.
But is it Martin or Martin?
It's Martin. That's how I say it.
But you told me before some people, some people call you Mark.
And I correct them.
Did you pick up in Black Friday deals? I picked up a lot of Arturo Fuente sample packs. Only because those sample pack has the cigar, like 1 or 2 stick of the cigar that you don't want to buy a whole box for. So in order to get those to review for you guys, I just bought the sample pack. Because I really don't want to spend $3,000 to buy 1 box of 1 cigar that I am not a big fan of. Because I'm not a big fan of Fuente, you know. I got the Aguanosa leaf for the Cigars Daily one. I got a 5-pack. But I think majority of the cigar I got the last month, other than the Year of the Horse stuff, majority is Fuentes. So right now I have a lot of Fuentes sitting over there. I think I have either a full box worth or a box and a half of Fuente sitting over there. I really wish that they can put like a simpler pack the way I want it, and I'll buy one of each, whatever, and call it a day. Can charge me the same amount of money, that's fine, but at least it will be different instead of having like 5 or 6 sticks of the same shit.
Like build your own type of cigar sampler.
Right. I mean, like, I know you gotta make money. You gotta get rid of some cigars that you don't really usually sell, and you wanna get rid of some cigar that's new, using those to sell, right? I get it. Why don't you give me a limit how many of different ones I can choose, and the rest I can fill it in, right? Instead of saying you get these packs, you will definitely have 4 or 5 of the rare pink. I don't like rare pink. So every package I got has 1 or 2 rare pink in there. I don't want rare pinks. I don't know what people. Okay. I don't know how many people enjoy to smoke flying pigs. That small of a cigar. But that rare pink, that tiny, is literally nothing to smoke. I light it up, it's almost done. I hate that size. And they always come down with the sampler. I mean, all the other stuff, Chateau, whatever, I smoke that. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But don't give me those rare pinks. I don't want rare pink.
Can never make you happy.
I know they try to make that so that the price is at least certain amount, right? But if you let me select it, I will make sure that it's at least certain amount, right? It's like, okay, you must choose up to this amount to build a pack. Okay, I will do that, right? But they didn't. These are the packs. I was like, okay, all right. I'm gonna spend $200-300 on a sample pack where I just want 2 cigars in there. Not cool. Not cool. Yeah. So, yeah, right now I'm just looking over. I literally have all those cigars to smoke. And why do I choose my father today? Is because I'm so sick of those. I'm like, I looked at it, I was like, I don't want to smoke those. Some people might think that, hey, it's a good cigar, I should be able to. But I'm looking at it, I was like, I don't want to smoke that. In fact, I'm gonna take some of those and give away as raffle prize.
Okay.
So you guys can enjoy it. But I'm not. Man. Like every day smoking the A Fuentes actually drives you insane. Might just be me.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
I want it to be. I want to smoke something different. Okay, even I don't. Even I. Technically, in theory, I have,
all the time.
Yeah, I have Davidoff. I don't smoke Davidoff all the time.
I mean, there are a lot of Fuentes I don't like.
Like when I come down to the basement, I will select everything else before I look at an ITS, a Davidoff, or a Fuente. I'll look at anything else before that. And when I don't feel like it, or I have a reason to smoke one of those, then I will smoke those. But other than that, I will smoke anything else. Right? I think Martin has never ever seen me in a shop buying Davidoff.
No.
And we've been out.
I missed the one time when you were at Davidoff in Miami.
Okay, but then you haven't never. But then that was on purpose. Like I know I was going there to get Davidoff.
Yeah, but I didn't go with you, so I didn't see you buy Davidoff.
But but then it wasn't meant to smoke there. It was meant to buy so that we can get something out of it, right? But as a regular time when we go out there, we gotta sit down and have some cigar. He has never seen me buy a Davidoff.
Nope.
Because that's literally the last choice. I smoke it all the time, yes. Because that's like the choice of no choice. I don't have to make a choice. It's there, right? But if I get to sit down and enjoy a cigar, I'd rather not choose that. I'd rather smoke something different. It's just that it's a guarantee that I know how it's gonna taste like every time. So if I like sit down and say I want that specific taste, I know what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Right? When you smoke your regulars so often, you know how it tastes like. You can't. I can walk around and know somebody. I can smell somebody smoking Davidoff, and I can tell that's Davidoff. That's how often I smoke Davidoff. But if I'm gonna sit down and smoke, I'd rather smoke something else. It's like, you know how your fart is gonna smell like all the time. Doesn't mean you want to smell your fart every day. Right? You want to smell something else. So I try to choose something else. I'll be walking around this whole room, opening all the drawers that I look at every day, just to go, oh, maybe I'll try that one today. I don't know how everybody else chooses their cigars. I know that it's the same thing, right? Go to a humidor, you open it up and look at it. But cigars literally in front of you. If you had to choose it, it's always hard to choose what you want.
Yep.
Even if you're staring at it. I'll be looking at it as like, nah, not this, not that. And I have a whole drawer of DTTs that I don't touch. It's always on top. I never touch them. And I know what's in there. And I still gotta, nah, I don't want this. I don't know. I'll put the drawer back in there. I know what's in there. I look at it every day. But I still don't smoke it. I want to smoke something new.
Stairs. Try grabbing something from your bathroom.
The ones in my bathroom right now is actually Lanceros.
Really?
I brought the Millennium number ones, Davidoff, upstairs. And I just left it in the bathroom. I forgot to take it down. I'm trying to smoke more down here now. Now that I have a sofa and stuff down, just lie down to. But choosing the cigar is hard. Choosing the cigar is hard. All right. I also want to talk about this, okay? You guys know that we already have that argument about there's no such thing as fresh cigars. Right? The other day, hold on, let me get the name right. So I made a post and somebody says, hold on a second. It's an Instagram post. Okay. All right. So somebody came to my post and post about. So I post a video of me refilling my Demitasse.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
And somebody come over and posted, Human Smart, where are you? And somebody of Human Smart come over and said I should I said I don't need Human Smart. My whole entire basement is 55 to 65 humidity. Anybody who ever seen my thing, I used to show you guys what humidity in my basement is. That's the humidity in my basement. Never changes, okay? It's always that range. And he's like, we could keep them fresh. And I was like, with all the argument that we had already, there's no such thing as fresh cigars. All right? There's no such thing as fresh cigars. I don't know if anybody here have not heard the argument. There is no such thing as fresh cigars, okay? Cigar is aged. Cigar has been fermented. Cigar is, it's been put in there to sit. It's not fresh. There's no such thing as fresh cigars.
Yeah, no.
Right? That's like saying fresh cheese.
Freshly rolled, but that's it. You don't want to smoke that.
You don't want to smoke a fresh roll either. Freshly rolled is not good. It's wet. Okay? So there's no such thing as fresh cigars. And then he comes around and says, how do you keep your basement at 60 humidity? For your information, that's bad. That's terrible for your house. I was like, wait, now that you got to care about my house?
You're gonna keep my house fresh?
Right? I mean, okay, my house is made out of concrete. It's okay at 60, okay? In fact, in the summertime, it's almost 80 if I don't do any control. Right? If it rains, like what's the humidity in your house? Right?
Yeah, 80.
So I told him that's a sweet spot and stuff like that. And you know, I keep it all the time. Everybody who ever watched this show for the last 5-6 years knows that my entire basement is like that. I leave my cigars on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And they're okay to smoke.
Say that again?
And they're okay to smoke.
And they're okay to smoke. I tried to show you guys. Like, the cigar is totally fine. I can squeeze them. Look at this.
Yeah.
Does that look dry to you?
No, not at all.
If this is dry, it'll crack the moment I put that.
Yeah.
Okay? My
Well,
cigars are
light it.
not dry. And I had this on my tabletop for more than a week.
Right.
My cigars are not dry. You can keep your house at, okay. If the argument is true, having 70% humidity is bad for your house, then everybody who had a humidor needs to watch out the humidor from collapsing. All right? Any stores with any humidors, all right, need to watch out. Instead, like, have you been to Cigars Daily? Their humidor is a freaking room. You open the door, he goes to the office.
Right.
You think that building's gonna collapse? That argument is like, what are you talking about? What I know it's bad for your paint. If you have paint in your house, 70 humidity will peel your paint. Some. If your paint's water-based, a lot of people use water-based paint and they'll bubble up. So I get that. I have these panels. That's definitely not like, this house is built where like asbestos kind of crap is it. Like, everybody loves that shit. Okay? Everything on this thing is more solid than me. It will outlast me. Okay? So I don't think having that much humidity is bad for you. In fact, in the wintertime, if you have humidity, it'll keep you warm. All right? For those people who doesn't know, if you have heat on and you're still cold and you wonder why, it's because you have no humidity.
Oh yeah, bro. Let me tell you. At this gym, so if there's two gyms I go to, right? One of them is my everyday gym. And then there's this gym right here down the street in downtown that's humid as fuck and it feels hot as shit in there because there's so much freaking humidity. Like, they've got a hot yoga studio, a sauna that's right when you walk in, and then a sauna in both freaking locker rooms. It is hot as shit in there because there's so much humidity, and you sweat and you're muggy.
All right. So this is why if you try to heat up your house and it's like, I have the heat blast all day long, why am I still cold? It's because there's no humidity. Okay. If you put a humidifier and like pump some humidity to like 45, 50, and you just need a little heat, you actually feel hot. Why? Because it's something to take the heat. So if there's water in the atmosphere and the water gets heat up, you feel hot.
Yep.
All right. If there's nothing in the air, the heat has nowhere to go. That's just hot air fly up. That's it, gone. You'll feel cold. Okay. So having humidity in your house is a good thing. And I live in Massachusetts. We're dry as fuck in the winter. Okay. If I don't have my humidifier going, all the houses, entire house, and just leave it as is, it will be like 20% humidity, if not less.
Yep, I believe it.
Okay. So you need to gym it up. Make it to 55, 60. When you open the window a little bit, like, hey, what's going on? Leak a little bit is fine. Humidity. Guys, if you want to keep you want to be able to keep your cigars of whatever you want, humidity. Just keep up that humidity. All you have to do is keep up that humidity. But if you live in Massachusetts, don't do it. Because I need those distilled water. You guys are annoying. When I go to the Whole Foods, there's no distilled water left. Zero. Nada. and I need about 20 gallons a week. So don't fight me for those distilled water. Don't fight me for distilled water. Let me have my distilled water.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get another cigar
Okay.
and some sugar.
And some sugar. So yeah, you guys live in the southern hemisphere or lower, like now South America. No, actually that sounds horrible. Lower Americas. You guys have a lot of humidity. You don't have to worry about it. You can literally just put your cigar anywhere. Hey, Debris. You can just put your cigar anywhere. Like, you see, what, like, how is my cigar dry? My cigar is so wet, I had to relight it sometimes. My cigar is wet. Sometimes I have to, you know, add up. About to smoke an ITS with some Woodford Reserve double oak. You see, that is the way to go. That is the way to go. You know what? I saw somebody try to drink the double. I think that's too much oak for the ITS, but a double oak is perfect. Double oak is perfect. I have so much humidity, my heat is actually really hot. I have to turn it down. Man. So, like I said, I'll only make an announcement. The last day for buying the raffle ticket is the 19th. All right. And if you have a problem, you can't get to the link to purchase the ticket, let me know. Ping me on Facebook, ping me on Instagram, ping me on YouTube. I'll give you the link again. All right. So you can do that. And then so that we have enough players so that we can give out better prices as well. So try to do that. What the hell? That's not sugar.
Piece of cake.
And then for those people who's just like, you know what, I'm not gonna take a chance, I just want an ashtray, you can buy the ashtray. The ashtray is available to purchase on the Shadow Smoke Legion's website. And if you don't know what Shadow Smoke Legion's website look like, it's Shadow Smoke Legion website.
Yeah.
You go to Project ITS, scroll all the way down, it's actually there. They are available for purchase. Now, we do have two versions of the humidor. One is a print-on, the other one has gold inlays, or not gold overlays. So, you guys, only the matte print is available for purchase right now. The gold lay one will be available afterward. Because I just received them, I need to figure out what to do with them. There we go. 1 second, you got your cigar out without fondling with it. Just
Exactly.
right. So those people who want to get them straight and without the raffle, they are available. If you want the gold lay ones, I need to figure out how I want to sell them because their price is pretty high. Originally, I was setting the price at $888. And that, for some people, it's quite a bit of money. And so I do want to kind of hold back to see what's going on with it before I start selling them. And people want that much money too. Those things cost a lot of money to get here.
Where's everybody today?
Joey is in your...
Yeah, he's in Tampa.
And Rick was on the chat room.
I saw that.
Val, I think Val said he had a like a state game today, and he said he'll definitely make it, but it looks like he doesn't.
Okay.
Which is funny because he was, I'll definitely make it, and then he didn't.
Yeah.
And that's our regulars, and you're here. That's our regulars. Now, obviously, we're looking to have some other people to be our regular guests, to be our panel.
Yeah.
So if you're interested to be a regular panel, let me know. Reach out to me and say, hey, Tony, I want to be your regulars. I want to be talking to you guys. And I'll put you on. It's not tough. but you gotta be able to be on the screen though. You gotta be like, I'm not shy. I'm not wanted by ICE or FBI. Then yeah, you can be on. If you are wanted by FBI or ICE, don't try to be on here because you might expose yourself. Okay. If you just want to hang out as a regulars, yeah, I'll give you the link. You can be here on the regulars. Just present yourself the most courteous way possible. Don't be my ex-girlfriend. You'll be fine. And what else is there?
I don't know.
Again, we're still looking for people to join us in the public chat room. The link is right where on top of my team.
Right here.
Yeah, right there. So that's the link. Copy that into a browser. You'll be able to join. It's public chat room. You can go in there, ask questions. Announcement will also be posted there as well. Eventually, we'll do giveaways on that server. I think we'll start doing that once that server is closed for like organization and stuff like that purposes. And then I can start doing some giveaway on there because I need to get to know everybody before I do that. All right, so I encourage people who join that chat room to be on there so we can get to know you or talk to you or whatever. And then you can invite your friends there. When we have enough people, we will start doing some giveaways here and there. All right, here and there. And obviously, if you used to be in the Legion and you wanted to talk to people in the Legion, that is the best way to talk to the Legion still.
True. The public chat room.
Yeah, that public chat room does have less rules. I don't really care because it's not a Legion. It's a room. And I know that not everybody can adhere to a certain rule, so I just didn't create any rules for that. I just didn't create any rules for that. But I think the only rule is don't be like an absolute asshole. If I see you in an absolute asshole, I just kick you. But like,
right.
For our level, like for what we've seen, the term asshole really like it's a long way. All right, you had to be a certain type of people to literally for us to consider you an asshole to be kicked. Like we've seen like asshole beyond assholes. Right? We've seen people who joined the first second they say was "What's up, fuckers?"
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Right? First thing came in is to racist joke and "What's up, asshole, fuckers?" That was first sentence. So we've seen wide range of what asshole is. Yeah. So you actually have to be a certain way. Like you have to be. I'm on a mission to be an asshole, to be somebody that, we end up kicking. Because we've seen it all. I feel like we've seen it all.
Yeah.
All kind of people. All right. So this is public chat room. Join us. Have some fun. Chat with there. I'm there a lot of the nights, but not every night. But if you are available, ping somebody. Just go on there and say, hey, what's going on, everybody? And see if anybody responds. Sometimes people will respond. Right? Give that a try. All right.
Is there a question of the day?
What was the question of the day? She did say that. Let me structure that together because every time I structure the question, my wife says wrong afterward.
Yeah, she gets mad.
She gets mad. Let me ask her again. Have her structure the sentence for me.
All right. Well, here's a question. Is there any are there any movies that are coming out this month or have recently come out that you're looking forward to?
Hold on 1 second. Hey babe, what was the question you want me to ask the Legion? I totally forgot what the whole question structure was like. All right. Movies? Nada. Yeah. I have not seen movie for a long time.
Really? So there's a new Avatar movie coming out. I want to go watch that.
I can't because okay. Is it the Avatar or Avatar?
It's Avatar Fire or something.
Okay. My problem with that is The last Avatar movie, that Avatar, the animated series Avatar, it was like what, 10 years ago? 20 years ago?
So the first movie came out in 2009, which I'm rewatching because I want to watch it and then watch the second one and then watch the third one.
My problem is that it's not cohesive. So now you have one kid who's not Asian at all in that, and then now he's an adult, so obviously he's not gonna be in there. They gotta put someone else in there. It looks weird. Like I feel super weird when I watch Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
It's not gonna be animated. It's like a
Well, no, animated is fine. Animated is fine because they can stay the same age 20 years later, strong out. But it's not animated, right? It's real human being, right? So they grow up. So they had to change actor to find another kid to play the Airbender.
Right, Airbender.
And that bothers me. Hey, Peter, that bothers me. So, like I said, when I watch Iron Man 1, the sidekick was another black guy. I forgot his name. And then when they do Iron Man 2, the guy decides to quit. So now you have a different black guy play the sidekick, the military guy. It's weird as hell. And the rest of them is played by that guy.
That's why I don't watch Spider-Man, because they're all fucking different.
Right? You have a continuation of the story. You got to have the same people for that to be cohesive and feel like you're watching a continuation, right? So, like, imagine you watch Dragon Ball Z. Goku is one guy, and 10 years later they came out with another thing, and Goku is a completely different guy. You're like, what?
Right.
You can't follow up. Like, every other year I had to watch a different Superman. Like, the Superman changes. I hate that. Now,
right. Spider-Man changes.
I can understand things like 007 because they're secret agent and they change, right? Yeah. And they always have that same 007 for like 5-6 years before that changes, right? And that the arc will end before they change the next 007. So that's fine. But when you have a story that like the arc didn't end and you start changing people, it's weird.
Yeah.
It ruins it. Maybe the first movie has a lot of vibe because you like the actor and has a different. When you have a different actor, it's different vibe.
It is.
Right. So for me, it would be really hard for me to want to watch it because I'll probably watch the trailers like, who the hell is this kid? Right. And then you're like, I don't want to watch it. So that I have a lot of anime movies I want to watch. And because I missed it when they're in the US. So they do have played animated movies in the theater, but like 1 or 2 days out of the week. And then for like a few months and then gone. I missed it because I was traveling, so I didn't get to watch it. So I'll watch it when it's out. But other than that, I haven't watched any. I didn't even watch the most recent superhero movies.
I haven't either.
Any of the Avengers and stuff like that, Spider-Man, I have not watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I might watch the new Avenger thing with Robert Downey Jr. come back as Mr. Doom. I might watch that.
I don't keep track of any of the superhero movies, really.
Well, he's coming back as Mr. Doom because in a different universe, Mr. Doom was actually Tony Stark. He stole Tony Stark's identity and became Mr. Doom or something. So I can watch that. That's fine. Makes sense. But everything else, because the character change and all the actor change, I can't. It just bothers me. Like, I can tell you, I wouldn't watch Matrix trilogy if Keanu Reeves was not in all of them. Right? You have like Neo to be young and whatever, and then the next one is not Neo anymore. Let's say is like, I don't know. First one is Keanu Reeves, and the second one turned out to be Tom Cruise. You're like,
what the fuck?
Right? You wouldn't want to watch it anymore. You're like, that's not right.
No.
I can't. So like the when it comes to superhero movie or any continuation of the movie, you need to do it quick. Right? Like what is that movie called? Shit. Oh my god, I just draw a blank on that movie. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Regardless of people growing up older and stuff like that, at least they still use the same cast to finish the movie. If they change it, that thing's ruined.
Yeah.
Right?
Other than the wizard.
Say that again?
They changed the wizard.
The thing is that I didn't even watch all of them, so I don't even notice that they changed the wizard.
Yeah, because he got paid more to do Lord of the Rings instead, so he left.
You know, this is called work ethic, right? If you gotta play a character, play until the end of that, right? Even if you gotta pay a little less, just finish it up for the sake of finish. I say, hey, is that the end of it? Is it the last one? Because I'll do one last one, I'm gone. Is that the end of it? Is that a trilogy? I'll do 3. Right? Don't be like, I'll do 1 and we'll negotiate the next one, see what happens, and then negotiate the next one, see what happens. Just sign all 3.
Well,
don't be an ass.
Supposedly they're making 2 more Avatar movies after this one.
Oh, okay. Here's a question. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. I got a question.
All right, ready.
Deadpool. All right. See, the Deadpool thing is that is so long as the mask is on, you can't really tell. So, you know.
I can't stand what's his name. I think he's a horrible actor.
I thought the original actor in Harry Potter died. Yeah. Oh, the one with the black, the teacher, that the wizard you're talking about. Okay, that guy died. Yeah. So the question of the thing is that a lady who says she was drugged in a bar, okay, after 1 drink, when they checked the camera, turns out that she was drinking 5 drinks within an hour, so she got drunk and passed out. Okay, and she, but then she said she was drugged, okay, but she wasn't. Right? There's a camera recording. Now the question is the bartender at fault?
No.
For not stopping her?
No.
Why not?
Why? You can't tell if she drinks them within like an hour.
That's what I say too. I was like, because a lot of people argue is that the bartender has the duty to tell if somebody had way too much and stop serving them. Okay, and I told her. Now knowing that, right? The question is whether or not it's the fault of the bartender. And I told her that it's within reason. Now, if the bartender, let's say if you're a hot chick, if you're a really hot chick, or a hot guy in a gay bar, if 5 different guys decide to buy you 1 drink and you have 5 drinks within an hour, the bartender really have no control of that, right? And the bartender doesn't know, like, you know, he just know I served that one guy 1 drink, that one guy 1 drink, like 5 of them 1 drink. But they didn't know that one lady had 5 drinks, right? You had to be visually drunk, right? Visually drunk for you to pass out like that. And if you're not visually drunk, especially when you chuck down 5 and you're totally fine for the next 20 minutes, they can't tell you're drunk. I don't know if you can have 15, right? But you start to look, I like, hey, can I have another shot, please? Oh, maybe they'll stop, right? So there was no way for the bartender guy to know. But people are bitching at the bartender saying that he should have stopped. Because giving 5 drinks is the same as drugging somebody, right? It's a lot of alcohol. I'll say that really depends on alcohol. Like, I mean, Martin can probably have 5 shots of tequila, no problem.
Not tequila. Whiskey, yes.
Right? So you don't know. It's legally, they have to A6 you. Personally, you grown, you should have no. That's the thing. They have to A6 you if you're visually drunk. Like I say, I wouldn't, like, if I'm a bartender, I don't know if 5 people have shoved you a drink.
Right.
If you order 5 drinks, I don't know if you order for your friend too. Right? How many times you go to bars and say, hey, 6 beers? Because your table needs 6 beers.
Right.
I wouldn't expect you, like, you go to the bartender and go like, I need 5 old fashions, 2 a cherry, 3 or not. Well, you think the bartender's gotta think that you gotta chuck the 5.
No.
Right? So it's not a legal thing, and it's always been a courtesy thing, so that the bar don't have people that fall down on the ground dead or overdose or whatever. That lady looked shit-faced in the video, though. I didn't see the video. She asked me what I think, and I told her that unless she's visually drunk, the bartender really don't have to. In fact, the bartender don't have to. It's a courtesy. I don't want people die in my bar, so I stop you. And that's more of giving me the power to stop you, because legally I could stop you. I refuse to serve you. That's it. You can't complain about me because you look drunk. All right, but when somebody's going to a party and stuff like that, and they have a drink, I'm not gonna expect you to chuck down 5 shots, 5 Long Island iced tea in an hour.
1 or 2, and I'm done.
All right, I am not gonna expect that. And because I'm not expecting that, I don't think that you have 5 drinks. But if you have 5 drinks and you come back, yeah, right? Now, if you have friends with you, I probably wouldn't stop you either, because your friends are there to stop you.
Right.
Right? So I don't know the exact problem. She asked me about this, about the bartender. I said, I don't think the bartender is responsible for that shit, because it's a courtesy. I don't want my bar to have issues, so I stop you. But when they say drink responsibly, they're not saying the bartender, saying you. You had to drink responsibly, not the bartender drinking for you, because the bartender don't know how much you can drink. The bartender can only tell whether or not you're shit-faced. And that, right, for all you know, that lady can walk into the bar shit-faced.
White girl wasted.
Right? Some girls start acting out after 2 sips of alcohol.
Yeah.
So if you're walking there shit-faced, but you're walking straight, you can still pass your... Then maybe I'll give you another one. But here's the thing. Some people can be drunk and still do that.
Yeah.
Right? So, again, I don't expect anybody to chuck down 5 drinks in an hour. So, the lady is Tara Reid. She's one of the original cast member of American Pie movie. She had a history of alcohol and drug problem. Okay.
Yeah, then that's her fault.
So her problem is probably not the alcohol, but the drugs.
Right.
What if you're exactly? If you're cheap and you expect everybody to buy your drink, they don't know it's going to you. They just know somebody going to say, "Hey, can I have a drink?" and then hand it to you.
Yeah. Let me buy you a drink.
So it's like I think it's kind of unfair for the bartender to be bitched at about that. It's like, I'm just serving the drinks, yo. You came here, you pay, I serve you a drink, right? Whether or not you drink too much, that's up to you to know. It's a courtesy. I don't think it's a law. I don't think there is a law that says the bar must stop serving you if you look visually drunk. Is there one? Let me take a look.
Never looked into that. I've never been cut off at a bar either. Like, how fucking drunk do you have to be to get cut off?
Okay, so they're require bartender to stop to serve visually intoxicated patrons. Visually. Or they can choose, okay? They either do that or they have to serve the liability of the person who's harmed. So if they're harmed, then they're responsibility for that. And they're responsible for damages if they decide to be drunk and decide to destroy your bar. So the server is recognize slur speech, stumbling, or aggression. And they must refuse service to prevent risks. So you have to come in and go, yeah, give me another drink. Then I'll stop serving you. But if you're like, yay, white girl power, give me another drink. That's not really drunk. That's like tipsy.
Yeah.
So if you have 5, in an hour, and then you end up, when it kicks in 20 minutes later, yeah, that after the 20 minutes, they will stop serving you. But when you drink that fast, your body isn't gonna catch up until later on.
Right. And then you'll be on the floor.
But that's up to you though. 5 drinks in a row like that. But yes, thank you for the information because I didn't even know that. I just know the question. Like, so my wife gets me the question without context, so there's no prejudice towards the questions. But when she asked me that, I was like, that's a courtesy. That's that, you know, either they do that or they had to deal with the issues, right? But you had to be visually drunk. I had to be able to tell by looking at you. I can't guess, right? I had to be. I mean, for me, and this sounds bad, most girls will act up even they are not drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, if they see a pretty boy, they go, "Oh, I'm drunk. Oh, you're so handsome. Come here." Mwah. They're not drunk. They're acting drunk. And then that boy's like, hey, leave me alone. I got a girlfriend. Okay? I got a girlfriend. And then she'll be like, goes back. Give me another drink. You know, that's totally normal. That's totally normal. So I don't know. I don't think it's the bartender's fault. If you go in there and it sounds like you order 5 drinks, I'm not gonna know if you drink 5 drinks. I don't think that you have 5 friends, and I don't know if she have friends with her. And if you guys are her friend, if you're watching this, which chances are 0, but if you're Tyree's friend and you let her drunk like that, you're an asshole.
Yep.
I mean, okay, if Martin is right next to me smoking a cigar and his drink is down, I'm like, Martin, go get another one. Martin, we're gonna be here for another hour. Go get another one. Right? That will happen. But I'm not gonna go, Martin, go get 5.
Drink them all at the same time.
Yeah, drink another chug. That's not gonna happen. Right? I'll be like, Martin, go get 5 so that we all get a free drink. Martin will be like, hell no.
Nope.
Martin will be like, nope. More context. She sat at the bar in front of the bartender drinking, wasn't picking up the drink and leaving to a table. Okay, so she drink one after one, or she ordered 5 in front of her. Which one? Like, she sat in front of the bartender drinking. You say by herself? The question is she by herself? Number 1 or 2. Did she order one after another, or did she order 5? Right. I know she got 5 drinks in an hour, but did she order, give me 5 drinks and she lay in front of her and start drinking? Or did she go 1, look fine, 2, look fine, 3, looks fine, 4, looks fine, 5, okay, that's your last one. I mean, technically, the bartender did stop after 5.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm drunk.
I mean, yeah, if you order 5 drinks in an hour. No.
I can't even drink 5 bourbon in an hour.
Have you ever had a Long Island iced tea?
That thing is 7 shots of alcohol.
It's 1 or 1.5 shots of 4 different liquors. You drink that shit and you feel fine because
until
it's so
later.
Sweet. You get up and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? 2 of those and you're like, damn, I'm fucked.
Now, I did have 4 cups of Macallan 12 in 1.5 hours, and I was fine. I have not tried 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know why she drinking 5. Drink 5. Why did she drink 5 of?
Dude, I've had 5 drinks in like a matter of 3 hours.
So I don't know how much what she drank, because that changes the subject too, right? What did she drink?
Because dude, you remember, I'd be sitting outside drinking drinks and
Yeah.
kill like half a bottle.
What did she drink? Did she drink 5 shots of Kahlua? I mean, you're not gonna get drunk on that.
No.
Did she drink 5 shots of Mai Tai? I've seen people drink 5 cups of Mai Tai in 1 hour, no problem. Like, what did she drink?
Straight liquor, straight vodka. Red Bull vodka. Fucking white girl drinks.
Right? And then it depends who you're talking to, right? If this was Ozzy Osbourne, that just makes it normal in 5 cups.
Yeah. He'd have some cocaine in there too, and he'd be good.
She was already wasted when she got there. Really?
Oh, so she pre-gamed.
So you can't tell if she's drunk or not. That's how she is normal.
Yeah, how do you know, like, people don't bar hop, like...
If somebody's already wasted, for a bartender, that look normal.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's the bartender's duty to deal with that. So
No, I don't think
they're only doing it so that they don't have to deal with the damages, the people going to ER and stuff like that. But I don't think it's their fault to give you alcohol, because that's literally what the bar's for. The bar is that you come in, you give me money, I give you a drink.
Tip me well.
Hmm?
And tip me well.
Or you can just tip and not drink. That's fine too.
Yeah, that too.
But I personally myself has never sat in a situation where any of my friend got said, "That's it for you."
I have. One time.
I have never had that issue.
Michael Wells had to stop me.
Well, he's at your wedding. That's different.
Yeah.
But and you can't even tell him to stop because you're wasted too, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a wasted person to tell another person that you're wasted.
I was like, shut up, Michael, I'm good.
Do you ask people if they are allergic to peanut before they order the plate include peanuts, assuming that they have such plate on the menu? No.
No.
No. It's your responsibility to tell people that. Right? If you're allergic to something, it's up your responsibility to tell people that, because they can't tell. Let's say, okay, let's say this, okay? You go to a beef restaurant and you're a vegan. You think they're gonna know you're vegan if you don't tell them? And are they supposed to ask, hey, are you allergic to beef? Right? Do you put it on a menu that has peanut? Usually, if your restaurant has that kind of courtesy, you will put it like, this includes peanut or gluten, something like that.
Peanut oil or something.
Yeah, a lot of like French restaurant or a Western restaurant will. Chinese restaurant, we don't give a fuck. Right? We think peanut allergy is a myth. Oh, I eat peanut, my face swells up. Stop being a pussy, eat it. That's how Asian are. Yeah, I mean, no. If you don't disclose it, then you'll be liable. Nah, I mean, that's arguable. That's arguable. If you don't disclose that you have an allergy, it's up to you. It's up to you, right? If you knew if you eat something, you will die, it's up to you. Yeah. What if the person's allergy isn't peanut? Right? Some people will put peanut. Some people will put gluten. But there are other things. People are allergic to corn. People are allergic to sugar. People are allergic to a lot of different stuff. They can't list everything. Hey, this thing has all this thing will kill you. Right? It's up to me to tell people whatever I eat, either I don't like it or I might die from it, I'll tell them. But you want people to list everything that people are allergic to? People can be allergic to anything. There's some people are allergic to air.
Yep. Bubble boy.
Okay? There are people that's allergic to air. Really dust mite, but they're everywhere. So that's air.
Yeah. And
any allergy can kill you. Any allergy can kill you. It's the severity of your allergy.
And
It's just-
anything in California can cause cancer.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can cause cancer.
Right? Anything out there can kill you. It's the severity, right? If you have a heavy severity to I don't know, think of something that I use normally. Some people are heavily allergic to sesame seeds. Have you ever seen anybody list this item contains sesame seeds? They tell you that this thing has nuts, but you're not gonna be allergic to every nut.
Right.
Right? Some people are allergic to sperm. So they still suck a ball. Right? So I think it's up to you to disclose it because nobody, not every waiter is psychic. In Texas, if you have a dog and you don't have a beware of dog sign, unless if somebody breaks in and bite your dog, you're liable. I did not know that because I would think that's castle law. Everybody who breaks in is in your property and is responsible for their own damages.
I don't know about that. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I never heard that. Okay, wait. Texas.
Never heard that. Maybe it's like a city thing.
Nope. In Texas, you don't have to have a beware of dog sign. In fact, the lawyer often advise against it because it can use as evidence that you knew your dog was dangerous. Increase your liability if someone gets bitten. What they can do is just put a no trespassing, and that warns people explicitly for going to your place.
Yeah.
Lawyer can use a sign to argue that you're aware that your dog is aggressive in nature, making you liable under Texas one bite rule, where owners are liable if they knew or should have known their dog is dangerous.
But if you're breaking in, you deserve
I mean, yeah, if you're breaking in, if they can shoot you and the dog can bite you,
you're in the dog's territory.
yeah, I can tell you ahead of time. I do have a sign that says and dog on property. And if you come to my backyard, my dog will bite your ass. Because my dog tried to bite my mother-in-law's leg. So if you come to my backyard, expect to be bitten. I have a sign in the front. But if somebody break into my house, hey, everything is free game.
Yep.
Right? If you break into my house, it's free game. That's like saying, like, should I put a sign that says guns on property? Guns are dangerous? No, you came to the house, bang, bang, boom, boom. You get carried out. Texas, stay your ground, right? Or is that castle rule? Which one?
Is that?
Texas, the gun rules. Is it the house rule? Is it castle, or is it?
You can shoot somebody in your house.
Okay, so it's castle. That means I can do whatever I want in my house. If you come in and get bitten, sorry.
Yep.
Right? If somebody breaks in and got chewed down by a French bulldog, how'd you like that French kiss? I don't know. If you try to sue me, once you break into my house, what?
Yep.
And $400 an hour lawyer can make a good argument. Good thing I have a $500 an hour lawyer.
Right.
I mean, that's dumb. I think some laws are like to protect certain people. Like, okay, If it's not broken in, somebody like a mailman try to deliver some shit and got bitten, okay, I can see you gotta sue them. But breaking in, free game.
Yep.
If I can shoot you, my dog can bite you.
Mm-hmm.
But Massachusetts, we're in the shittiest state. We have duty to flee.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you break into my house, I'm supposed to run. If I could. But trust me, if somebody break into my house, some reason my leg is always broken. I will be calling 911 and say, I can't run. I'm so scared. I'm so scared I start to have tiny accent. I don't know what to do. Scared. Did somebody sue McDonald's for the coffee being too hot? It actually won. Yes. Yes. But it was actually really burning hot coffee. She got like whatever degree burn, I forgot. It was an old lady. So she won. So nowadays they actually have like a warning label on there, which is like as if like people are that dumb, but you know, people are that dumb. And they tune down the temperature of the hot water. They used to use boiling water. Now they use a controlled temperature, I think 100 something degrees. So if you get burned, it will just be red. It won't kind of burn through and cause that. So they did, and that was a long battle. I mean, they tried to settle a few times. Here, we'll give you a coffee voucher or something, some stupid shit. And I think what she did was because she got pissed over those like low ball offers, so she actually sued.
Yep.
Yeah. They will try to like, oh, here, we'll give you a coffee voucher. Coffee voucher. Just go to see a doctor costs more than that. Right? I think that's a problem. It's like when you try to service your customer, make something right, and you give them something really stupid, thinking that you can just shoot, you're gonna end up with some shit. So either you have an agreement on that, like, this is what you need, or don't do it. Your business. Let them come to you. So, I mean, I here's the thing about in America is whoever has the best lawyer wins.
True.
You don't necessarily have to have the best reason. You just have to have a better lawyer, and that's usually the case. But that's how America is. Capitalism. All right, capitalism. Every law protects both sides. Every law protects both sides. So you need to either you understand it and use it to your advantage, or don't. I mean, but how much money are you willing to do that? Now, recently, everybody know, some people know, I was trying to sue my ex-girlfriend. But in the end, it's like, do they have the money to pay? They don't. So it's not worth it at the end, right?
Right.
I'm sure I'm gonna sue you for this ITS. It has too much nicotine and the tobacco is undisclosed.
That's a good one.
We did tell you it's gotta be strong.
Yeah.
And before that lawsuit gets over, you'll be spending so much money to get third party to test the amount of nicotine. You gotta get another thing to like compare that what's the average nicotine and all that stuff. It's actually harder than you think. You'll be spending so much money. The only winner is the lawyer.
True.
They're like, okay, yeah, so you win, and then we give you a judgment of $200,000. You gotta get a check for $200. Because your lawyer is gonna get the rest of it. You also say you smoke 5 in a day. I'll settle right now for a lighter than $5. I did. Actually, we smoked more than that when the event. On the event, we smoked way more than that. Hey, if that ever happens, and I'm not gonna say it does. I'll say if it does happen, if somebody does sue me for the amount of nicotine, I'm gonna go to court and say just because you're pussy does not make me everybody else is. I gotta get in so much trouble. I'm gonna say, hey, some people can handle it. You know,
Like,
5 cigars.
I'll smoke one here in the courtroom for you, Judge.
Yeah, like, hey, we can test it out. Let me get some, you know, bigger guys. We can 5 cigars and we'll sit here for 10 hours.
Yep.
And hopefully the judge also a cigar smoker. I'll be like, here's a whole box for you. And I'm guaranteed to win that one.
Where's the bourbon at?
I got that too. You think that now we got to test whether or not the bourbon affect the nicotine consumption. Let's get the bourbon as well. Woofer, let's go.
Yep.
Now it's not a court case anymore. It's a party.
Let's go.
Has anybody ever sued a tobacco company for the cigar being too strong? No, because that choice is yours. And here's the thing, right? You only gotta get sick and then you get better. And unless you can visually, you can physically present a damage, you're not gonna be able to sue anybody because you have no damage, right?
Right.
Meaning that you have to smoke it and feel sick, and that sickness is able to be diagnosed afterwards.
Right.
So I had to be able to go to a doctor who says this cigar has physically damaged me, not just get me like feeling sick temporarily, right? Because everybody's tolerance to nicotine is different. Anybody can sue for it. That's correct. But until a lawyer will take that case, they will say, where is the damage? I got to be able to put a value on the damage. So when you can say, okay, like the lady got burned, she can say, okay, I got burned. Here's the damage. Here's a piece of paper. My doctor says I have an X degree burn, like 1 degree, first degree or second degree burn. I have that paperwork to show that I have suffered, right? So unless you can get that piece of paper that I've suffered and then put a price on that, you can't do it. The lawyer will not take it because it will be tossed out in no time, right? So when you go to a lawyer, the lawyer say, okay, so what do you have to show that you have physically been hurt? I was like, oh, I smoked this and I puked. And how about now? I'm fine. Okay, is there anybody else can prove that you are emotionally damaged over that? Or whatever. Did you go to a shrink? You know, did you go talk to a therapist? If you didn't do any of that, you have no damage. You gotta have a damage to assess a value on it. Can you? No, the thing will be tossed out in no time. Because when you present a paper to the court will have a pre-trial and they'll look at it and they'll like, this thing tossed. So you need to be able to show that your damage is worth X amount of money, more than the court fee, all right? Because under $500 is small claim court. You still have to, you gotta be able to demonstrate that. It's $350 for the court. So your damage has to be more than $350, but the cigar itself is like $10, $20, $30, right? And then you got to pay $350 fee, and then it gets tossed out. You just lost $350.
Yep.
I just finished my my Demitase.
I had a Deadwood Tobacco, Dia de los Muertos, and ITS.
Yeah, I had my Father Blue, and it's the bigger Gordo size, and that's actually better than the regular size. I think it was like either Robusto or like a regular Toro size. I think it's a regular Toro size, and the Gordo is actually a little bit better. It smokes longer. It has more woodsiness. It has more like the sweetness that Honduras tobacco does give you. It stands out a little bit more. The regular blue doesn't seem to be nearly as pungent as that one. So that one actually serves better, in my opinion. But that size, when you put it in front of you, that's actually intimidating. It's pretty fat. So that's not bad. But even at the end of that, that cigar is pretty light in terms of nicotine. You don't get to sue them because it's pretty light. But after that, I still can have a small cigar to kind of kill time. So not too bad. Not too bad. Okay?
Yep.
But yeah, in the court, when you go to court, first thing you got to show that you have a damage is what you go forward. If you don't have it, you won't do anything. Right marketing, and this will fly. See, we did have a marketing person who decided to not do it.
Yep.
So yes, I am not a marketing person. I'm not good at marketing. I can tell you that for sure. I'm a very realistic guy. All right, whatever, I wear my emotion on my sleeve. All right, so what I usually will do is like, hey, this thing is good. I'm just gonna tell you it's good, and the rest is you because everybody's different. So I will tell you that the cigar is good. I'll tell you that I liked it. I'll tell you why I liked it, but that's not marketing. Marketing is like somebody had to generate this what ifs. Marketing is somebody had to give you the need to try. And I'm not really good at that. I'm like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm the type of person, you've seen my reviews. Either I like it or I don't like it, right? So I'm not really good at marketing. So I can only tell you that I like it, it's good, and obviously the cigar is made the way I like. So I'm gonna not like it, right? And that's different. You should reach out to Ronnie or Secretos. He's a good dude myself. Secretos?
Never heard of that.
The thing is that, here's the thing, right? You gotta ask, why didn't we hire a rep or something like that? It's because that cigar makes no profit. Right? That cigar makes no profit. And I can repeat that. That cigar makes no profit. That cigar don't even break even. All right? That cigar don't even break even. So there is no profit to give to any rep that's trying to make money out of trying to help you market it. There is no budget to hire somebody to do it because that cigar already don't make money. You see what I mean? Or else I would be like, hey, have a cigar mechanic try to help me sell it. He's good at, his location, his, place. But there is no room to earn any money. I mean, there's room for store to make money, but there's no room for rep to make money at all. At all. So, and for DFW, I think my ex-girlfriend went to a majority of them. I don't know which one he went, which one he didn't, but they choose not to take it. So obviously his marketing skill isn't that good.
He only went to like 3 or 4 shops.
So I actually don't know where he went when he went. The people actually gave it a try. It's a place that he didn't go. Right, but yeah, shops can make money. But if I'm looking for reps, they're not gonna make any money. There's nothing. There's no profit in there. No profit margin. If I sold that cigar at $24 a pop, I'll make profit. But right now, it's not. It's not. And I can tell you at this point, humidor is not gonna profit either. Ashtray is not gonna profit either. So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So, but then again, when's the last time I made something that actually profited?
It's a passion project.
I don't think we ever created anything in this Legion, all the swag, everything that ever made money. That ever made money. Nothing we ever made money. So there's that. For those people wondering, there's that. Nothing we made ever made money. It's always a negative. But if I, here's the thing, right? If I really want to, like, if I want to make a brand that makes money, I mean, obviously, if you dump enough money, there's a return, right? But that's not the goal. That's not the goal of the Legion. That's not the goal of the whole thing. The goal is to have fun, to be doing everything that cigar hobbies there to offer. So, it's not a moneymaker. Especially, like, who is looking to make money over one cigar? Nobody's out there just say, I'm gonna make a lot of money over one cigar. No. Nobody makes that kind of money with one cigar, right? If you gotta actually make a cigar brand that makes money, you better have core lines and all that stuff that really generates the money. The core lines is what generates money, right? The limited edition stuff actually don't generate that much money. And the more money that you put in to make it limit, the more it costs. So it's not there. The profit margin is not there. It's not supposed to. Okay. So yeah, that will be it for today. If you want to chat, I'll be at the public chat room for a little bit. And other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.